right, my friends, how are you today? Aaron here, bringing you your daily horoscope for Thursday, the 29th of April, 2021. We've got the moon moving through the middle degrees, early middle degrees of Sagittarius, going to create a conjunction with the south node, releasing and letting go of information. The moon will also be creating a sextile over to Saturn, the moon and the south node creating a sextile to Saturn. Saturn in the sign of Aquarius, which is about the future. Us taking the director's position and how we're navigating our lives moving forward to the community, moving forward using technology just like this to connect with other people. We have Saturn creating that trine, air Aquarius to air sign Gemini, which is all about communication. Communicating with the group, communicating with one another about the things that have been, where we've just been, this passionate Scorpio energy. And now, as we move into Sagittarius, this conjunction is a pretty big deal. As the moon is going to create a trine, the moon and the south node creating a trine over to Chiron in Aries about healing self. Chiron creating a trine to the north node, or a sextile, excuse me, to the north node, seeking information. Chiron creating a sextile to Saturn about us being structured and disciplined to create the vision of our future. Saturn creating the sextile to the south node and the moon. And one of the interesting things that was brought up while meditating upon this configuration, as Sagittarius deals with philosophy, deals with education, higher education, not just education, but higher education, worldly knowledge, religions, the religious ideologies that so many around the globe follow, our beliefs, the structures of our beliefs. And what got brought up to me was not necessarily what we believe, but who we believe. I met a man recently, a few months ago, that was a not religious person, that didn't have a belief structure, a faith structure, just lived. And it was going through some hard times in his particular life. And came across a Christian. And this Christian had told this gentleman some knowledge, some information in the Bible. And when this young man was talking with me, he told me, that was the spark that created the fire, was this individual's knowledge being passed on. And now he's a devout Christian and reads the Bible constantly. And he said if the man was a Buddhist and shared Buddhist knowledge, he would most likely be a Buddhist. If he was a Muslim and shared the knowledge of the Muslim religion, he would most likely be a Muslim. And it was simply the packaging, the wrapper that it came in the form of Christianity. As all of these worldly religions, as all these belief structures, the ideologies, they all have at the core of them, whether it's Buddhism or a Taoist or a Christian or a Muslim or a Hindu, whatever the belief is, at the core of the belief is peace, is love at the core. Now, many of these religions have created wars in the name of their peace, which is quite the opposite. And I believe it's only the Buddhist way of thinking. A Buddhist says, I've shown you nothing but my open palm. I've never shown you a closed fist. There's never been a war fought in Buddha's name. There's never been a war in the Buddhist belief, as it simply does exist in that state of peace. And that's some of the information that's coming here with the moon conjunct the south node, is it's not what belief structure that we believe in, but it's who do we believe. That individuals have been passed down information and passed down information and passed down information, and then it comes to us and falls on our ears. And sometimes we resonate with that person. We resonate with that belief structure that that person has stated. I mean, we can look at Christianity And this, this Roman Orthodox over here doesn't necessarily believe what the Methodist believes. And the Methodist doesn't necessarily believe what the Catholic believes. And the Catholic doesn't believe what the Episcopalian or whatever it may be. I'm just using Christianity as an example because all of these are in the same vein. But they offer these different insights, different ways of believing or what they believe, whether it's worshiping the Mother Mary or worshiping Jesus or worshiping God, or what is God, Yahweh, Elyon, Elohim. There's many different names, and in recorded history, there's over 2,000 gods. And to believe in one, I think it's a Ricky Gervais quote. There's over 2,000 gods in recorded history, and just because I don't believe in the one that you believe in doesn't make me a lesser person. It means you don't believe in 199,000 other ones. So we're coming back to self as the North Node is in the sign of Gemini, of seeking our own truth. And what do we believe? Are we connected, like the Native Americans, to the wind, to nature, the sun, the moon? Are we connected here to this planet? Are we connected to and hold dearly and hold on tightly to a belief system that's been passed down to us because this is what our family believed in? Are we putting ourselves in a position where we believe what the group believes, this Aquarian energy? Well, this is what my social community believes in. So in order for me to fit into the group, in order for me to fit into this aspect of my soul tribe, do I have to believe what they believe? And a lot of this energy is saying, what do you believe? Who do you believe? What are you following? What is your practice? And as well, we're continuing to seek information that is outside of the norm. It's like if we're only seeking, and I know this isn't a religious thing, but I'm using this as an example. And if we're just seeking the love and light of God or whatever it may be, understanding the full spectrum, that we must also dive into and look at Lucifer, Satan, the devil. And it's saying that we have to and these all exist in the same plane. So it's like, what are we believing in and what are we choosing to ignore? Where the light is being shown in a tradition, in a place of tradition here, in this Tauran energy, tried and true. In the Taurus energy, this is the Babylonians, the Egyptians, this is the Sumerians, this is old. And then the Judaism believed in, the Lamb of God, the ram's horn. And then the Christians was about Pisces and Jesus, the age of Jesus. And here we are in the age of Aquarius, where we don't have a personified person God, a personified, there will be no more personification of the sun. We acknowledge the sun as exactly what it is. This is not talking about Ra as the sun. This is not talking about the Lamb of God. This is not talking about Jesus as the sun. S-U-N. We are stripping away the knowledge that's been passed down to us, and we are seeking truth. And we are seeking the true answers of where this all derived from. Where did this derive from? This is a huge part of where we're at astrologically right now, kind of stripping away beliefs. And perhaps because I've been doing something or even, skipping out of religion, this could be because I loved this person, because I loved this lifestyle, because I loved this thing for so long. I'm looking at my life in a different aspect. I'm looking at who I am and my emotional needs and what supports me, the chalice that supports the emotional water. And maybe that's all changing right now. And the love that we had or the love that we valued with one individual is simply not going to be the chalice that we need as we move forward in our lives. It doesn't mean we don't honor the past. It doesn't mean we don't honor when you know, the precession of the equinox was in the age of Pisces. It's like we can still honor that knowledge. We can still honor when the sun was rising in Aries. We can still honor these old beliefs of when the sun was coming up in Taurus. Check out the precession of the equinox. I don't want to get too much into that, so you know what I'm talking about when I say that. This is the place where the sun was right on the horizon coming up, you know, for 2,150 years. So we're in this brand new time, and this emotional moon had stirred up a lot over the past week, the weekend leading into this week. And now it's time to not believe the other, even myself. Don't believe me. Don't listen to me. Follow your heart. Follow your own Mars in the water sign of Cancer. Follow your own emotional guidance system. And while following your emotions, while following your own guidance system, we must be on a path of self-discovery. The North Node in Gemini, creating this trine over there to Saturn, creating the sextile, this little middle point here, over here. Chiron in Aries, healing of oneself. And the knowledge that we seek heals ourselves by committing, Saturn, committing to this new age, committing to these new concepts, this new way of living life where we can communicate through technology like we can right now. This is a whole new game. This is a whole new set of eyes. This is a whole new perspective. It's a whole new set of beliefs. And we can honor the tradition. We can honor the past and still seek. And being open to looking at all of the information presented and not just being pigeonholed into seeing just this one view. It's not what we believe, who we believe, and coming back to ourselves. Beautiful energy, my friends. I hope you have a very, very, very beautiful day. You're beautiful souls, and it's such an honor and a privilege to sit here every day and share the cosmos and talk about the cosmos with you. I love you. I wish you enough. And I'll see you tomorrow.